Episode 10, Response, The Struggle for Trust. Inside the walls, the soldiers are put on standby. One of them, Daz, tells Marco that he is unable to fight anymore, as his comrades were devoured right in front of him while he was just happy not to end up like them. However, knowing that he might be the next one to die, he takes out his sword in an attempt to end everything, but Marco stops him. In an attempt to calm him down, he points out Sasha and her struggles, but she screams in agony, complaining of a stomachache and asking to go to the infirmary. Hearing the commotion, John Kirstein is being questioned by Krista and Emir of Eren and Mikasa's whereabouts. John says he is not permitted to disclose this information under orders from the garrison regiment. He thinks it is wise to not reveal Eren's secret, as the news would spread among the soldiers and cause panic. At that moment exactly, a cannon shot is heard, and after finding out that it came from inside Walrose, Reiner, Bertolt, and Annie rush to the wall, followed by Jean. Protected by the skeleton of Eren's partial Titan transformation, Mikasa and Armin silently watch as the Titan attempts to move, which disturbs Captain Kitzvorman further. He orders the soldiers to stand by and prepare the cannon a second shot. Inside the Titan, Eren comes to his senses and gets out, surprised to see a figure of a Titan in front of him. Wasting no time, approaches Mikasa and Armin as the Titan starts evaporating. Eren also theorizes that his form was incomplete because he was only focused on stopping the cannonball. He states he now has two plans to escape. He explains his first plan, to become a fully formed Titan and return to Wall Maria. He tells them that the basement of his house is an answer to everything and states that from now on, he must work alone. But Mikasa takes offense to this. While they quarrel, Armin ponders their predicament. Then he remembers that Eren and Mikasa always fought for him and thinks to himself that even in the end, he acts as a coward. However, Eren then reveals the second plan. If Armin thinks he will be able to persuade the stationary guard that he is mankind's ally, Eren will stay. Armin is confused as to why they would rely on him, when Eren states that if he had not told Hannes to go after them, they would have been devoured by Titans 5 years ago. Upon realization that Eren and Mikasa never thought of him as a burden, Armin decides to follow the plan, claiming that he will convince them, just as the cannon is loaded. Armin walks out of the smoke and faces Vorman and the rest of the soldiers. He tries to convince them that Eren is not an enemy of mankind. He argues that back then, all soldiers could see Eren fighting the Titans, and that the Titans viewed Eren as a prey. However, Vorman, overwhelmed with fear, refuses to believe this and orders the soldiers to be ready for an attack. Refusing to give in, Armin salutes, and for one last time asks for permission to explain Eren's strategic importance, as they may even be able to recapture Trost with Eren's powers. Ian Dieterchi tells Vorman that Armin's plan should be considered, but Vorman refuses to listen and attempts to give a signal for the cannon, but is stopped by Commander Pixis. Pixis orders him to stand down, saying that he would like to listen to what Eren and others have to say. He then orders Vorman to organize the reinforcements. Pixis is then introduced as a man entrusted with complete authority over the key area of mankind's defenses. On top of the wall, he listens to Eren and others, asking Armin if he genuinely meant what he said or if it was just to save his life. Armin replies that it was both. He explains about the boulder in the middle of the city and that if Eren can carry the boulder over to the gate and seal the breach, the Titan advance will be halted. Pixis asks Eren whether he will agree on using his powers to move the boulder and block the hole in the gate. Eren states that he does not yet understand his new abilities, nor may he be able to control them. Pixis rephrases the question, asking him if he is willing to attempt it. Looking behind himself, Eren witnesses the area that would be lost if the gate were to fall, and ultimately agrees with the plan. Next episode, Idol, the Struggle for Trost.